Alright, so I've got my air conditioning compressor removed, sitting right here, and battery disconnected, of course. I can sort of light here. You can see there's my front plug. I can see the other plug just behind it. That third one looks like it's going to be a bare, but we're going to give it a go from the front and see how that goes. I'm also changing out my coil pack. You can see, kind of see it right about there. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge, but it should be doable. I can see my front plug. I can see the second plug. I cannot really see the third one, so just have to see what we can do. Anyway, alternator. I disconnected the plugs and stuff on the back of the alternator, but I didn't have to do that. Once you unbolt it, you got enough slack in your wires for it to actually go to the right side of the engine compartment, so you can just pull it aside and lay it over here. So I didn't have to disconnect that. Anyway, let's see if I can see what I can do from here. Okay, so to get this panel off, I've got to remove this ABS module here. So we'll get that off. Okay, so I got this panel off. You got three latches, two on the right, you got one on the left, and the ABS control module here. At least I think that's what it is. And then so engine access, you will have to get back here to access your cables and reroute them if you're going to be doing that. I can see the rear plugs here, so I'll check and see how accessible they are. I'm not sure if we can see this on the video. My screen's not running, but anyway, we'll give this a whirl. I'm gonna get started on this and then just do some updates. Alright, so this is accessing the number, I think it's 5 cylinder. So you can see the wrench here. It's difficult to see. Let me see here. And I'm gonna try to get in here. Kind of see where it's at. You can't, of course. Kind of see you can see the wrench in there anyway, so that's not too bad to access. To get my plug off, my plugs were really, or my wires were really tight on the plug. So what I did is I took this loose here and I pulled it back out of the way, and then I used this set of pliers here to kind of get down there, grab a hold of it, and then pry it against the engine to pop it loose. So anyway, that's the number 5. Okay, I'm now on the rear, I guess the number 6. So, I don't know if you can see, so I've got my ratchet, I got the socket on it, I got a U-joint right behind it, and I've got 2 extensions here up to there. I had the same problem with my my plug wire. It was really tight. So what I did was I had to take some of these lines loose and stuff moved out of the way, got behind these hoses here, and they were basically pushed over here. And then I used my my extended pliers and I pried against. So I got a hold of my wire connector and then got a solid hold on it, and then I just pried against, I think that's the exhaust manifold piece down there, and I just pried against that and worked it off, and then I got it off with my hand. I don't know why, mine were super tight. So anywho, yeah, so it is possible. So I'm all the way in there. Anyway, so I just thought I might be able to make use of that. Kind of see the angle of my attack. So anyway, all right, so I've changed all of the so the left bank, 4, 5, and 6, new wires on that side. And I just finished, I went ahead and replaced my coil pack. It wasn't especially hard to get to. I did come out the front through this pocket right here. It wasn't easy. I had to twist it and kind of push down on these to get it out. I didn't see any other way. I tried from the front over here, didn't fit, and then from the rear I tried it and it couldn't get it out that way either. So these were Torx T25 screws, 4 of them. Let's see. Yeah, that's really about it. Oh yeah, one more thing. I did remove this cover over the throttle so I could get my arm in here, so that I could access the coil pack. Okay, for the number 2 plug, I ended up having to pull that front passenger tire off. My issue was not access from the front, it was the condition of the connector on the plug itself. They just won't come off, and I couldn't get the leverage I needed to pull it off. In fact, the connector itself came apart as I was trying to remove it, even when I had a good access to it. But so you can see, so there's your, was it number front, your front, number 1, and then there's number 2, and then number 3 I should be able to get from inside the cabin. Alright, so on number 1 now. So you can see I've got the pretty standard 3/8 drive ratchet and just the spark plug socket. So then we get it in there. So this one doesn't look like it's gonna be too bad. Okay, so this is kind of, that's it.